Hey guys, I've had a few people ask me a very good question, which is regarding the artifacts, especially the new artifacts coming out soon. So if we go to the game mode, you can see they are adding new artifacts in with the upcoming update, which should be in just a few days' time. I believe it is landing on the 15th and will be bringing the Void Rift. I'll be making a bunch of Void Rift videos as well with some guides and general tips and tricks. I do already have existing videos, so you're welcome to search those out for some general advice as well. But this video, we're going to talk about the new artifacts being added. So if we take a look here in this notice, we can see there are 10 mythical artifacts being added. Soul Drainer, Void Gazer, Holy Radiance, etc, etc. And these are all already on my tier list. The artifact tier list is more of a general view on my website. However, if you go to the hero tier list on my website, if you click on one of the hero portraits, I've actually added an update recently that will show you the suggested gear set as well as the suggested artifacts in order, like the top 3 for every individual legendary hero in the game. I haven't done that for the epics at the moment, so that's more just a general artifact recommendation only from the legendaries. I will eventually give those mythic artifact suggestions as well, so you can see my recommendation on artifacts per legendary hero right now. But that's not the focus of this video. I want to talk about these exclusive artifacts that are being added. I say exclusive, this is a total of 6 artifacts that are being added, and this is class specific, and then there are 4 more being added that are hero specific. So now I'm on the Forerunner server. I've moved over because we already have those artifacts on the Forerunner server, of course. I can show you in the Forge preview these artifacts. There's a really important thing to note, which you may spot immediately. Those hero-specific artifacts are not added to the fusion pool, so you can't actually mythic forge the artifact for Apsan, Dasomi, Azhor, or Kratch. All 4 of those, you cannot fuse those artifacts. Unfortunately, the only way you can get those artifacts is by completing the Void Rift. It is a final reward. A random artifact is given to you. I think only on the Nightmare mode can you actually get the exclusive hero ones, I believe. I barely got any of them, so that's unlikely to happen, unfortunately. However, if we scroll down here, you can see that I think from Soul Drainer down to Soul Reaper, these are the new ones that are being added. These 6 right here. So the question I get, back to the point of the video, is should I be waiting on fusing artifacts for these to be added to the game? And it's kind of a tricky one to answer. Some of these are very good, some of them are not as useful. I don't personally think a lot of the Void Gazer. I think this is obviously for Zilla 2, Arrogance, and of course Valkyra. This seems to be built for Valkyra, really. It's kind of damage based on distance away, but it's not a lot of damage bonus. So I was never too sure if this was particularly good. However, the Soul Drainer is really, really good. You could use this on Abomination or even Salazar. Quite a lot of fighters would really enjoy that much survivability and the extra block. So I think Soul Drainer is really, really, really nice. I think that's a great artifact. Holy Radiance is damage based for a defender, so we don't really have many bruiser type defenders. When we get Captain Reeve in, I think Holy Radiance could be really good for him. You could also try this on Azhor as well, because you do want to get attacks out on Azhor, so it might be good for Azhor, but Azhor is not the most ideal defender. As for the Elysian Folios, this is a healer artifact, and it does give you a bunch of healing effect based on the number of allies in range. So this is actually quite a good healer one. Then we have 2 marksman ones. One is reducing your HP but increasing your crit damage, and the other one is giving you damage based on killing enemies. I think these are pretty good. The Blood Bond Signet is quite good just generally, as it's just a damage increase. The survivability stops being an issue the further you get into the game. Most content is quite easy to survive through as a DPS. The Soul Reaper Insignia I think is really good for Gear Raid 3. So I guess if I had to be pushed for an answer, I would probably say it's better to wait to fuse. There's quite a few of these artifacts that aren't great. And honestly, I think almost all of these new artifacts are quite good. The Void Gazer, I don't think it's bad. It's still beneficial. I want it to be a little bit better is all. But it might just be that you need to get multiple awakenings or duplicates of this, and then maybe it scales really nicely, the 3%. So yeah, I don't know. Out of all of them, I think Holy Radiance and Void Gaze are the ones I'm least interested in. Soul Drainer, I'd love to get at least 1 copy, because I think it can... Having 1 extra block is so valuable. Just every now and then you may need it in a certain scenario where you want to have a fighter to do DPS, but you need to block a bunch of squishy enemies that don't hit very hard, and that can help a lot, especially in some of the campaign stages. So I like Soul Drainer a lot. The survivability is also incredibly good. I think the marksman ones are good. I think the Elysian Folios are good. And yeah, I think the others do have a place as well. So I guess, long story short, I think, yeah, if you're gonna be fusing artifacts, I would suggest waiting until the update hits, as these are good artifacts to get. Regarding the other artifacts, the specifically rare ones to get hold of, I can't show you because they're not fusible, unfortunately, and I haven't had the fortune to get any of them. Dasomi's one is... I would say it's decent, but it's Dasomi, and Dasomi is not very good. Also, it's kind of annoying because Dasomi is not in the game right now. So I hope no one gets that artifact. Or if you can only get it from Nightmare, that means we have 3 weeks until anyone can possibly get it, right? Then maybe they're going to be introducing the Chaos faction in 3 weeks, is my other assumption. Because otherwise, it's a bit silly to add Dasomi's Dream Glow artifact into the game when there's no way to get Dasomi right now. So maybe that means that's coming, which would be great, but I don't know if that's the case. Absan's Wailing Tusk I don't like personally because it's only on his deployment upon placement. It gives him more bonus, so I don't think a lot of that. I think Azhor and Cratch both have pretty good artifacts though, so if you do get those, I think it's great, but as far as I know, you can only get them from the final Void Rift difficulty, but I could be wrong. It's just how it was worded when I saw the screen before. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Kind of a short video. I just wanted to give you a quick answer, which is I would say wait, fuse your artifacts after this update lands because they are really nice artifacts to have. So anyway, yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Take care and bye-bye.